Welcome back to Kevin C Outdoors. So today I'm out here on one of my favorite spots. This video I do once a year. Is probably my favorite video to do. Right now the water temperature is up in like the mid 70s. So today we're going to be throwing some top water. So this section of the creek, there's a lot of deep pockets. So there's going to be a lot of spots for these smallmouth to hang out. So today I'm going to show you a couple of different techniques I like to use to get on some of these smallmouth on top water. This should be a great episode. Stay tuned. This is a Whopper Plopper 75. This right here is one of my favorites. This one and the 90. And the only two colors I normally will throw is white and black. So today I have this one, which is white, and then I have a 90, which is white. So later on, I'll probably switch it up to the 90, and I'll show you how these two lures are a little bit different. Let's get this open here. Brand new lure here, guys. So basically the way you want to set this up is you want to set it up on either braided line or monoline. You don't want to use fluorocarbon because fluorocarbon will sink. You want a line that's just going to stay on top of the water so it doesn't mess up the movement of the lure. And the rod I'm going to be using today is a rod made by KastKing. This is a KastKing Royal Legend Patriot Edition. So KastKing came out with this design, which is dedicated to the United States 250th anniversary. And I'll leave a link below if you guys want to check this rod out. If you click on the link and you use my code, which is Kevin10, you'll receive 10% off anything on their website. And there it is right there. So let's cast it around and try to get on some fish. All right, let's get in here. We're gonna throw this lure across the creek, try to get as close to the shoreline on the opposite side as possible. On that side, it's pretty deep. Like that, and we're going to let it sit there for a few seconds, then start reeling. A lot of times you'll get that reaction strike as soon as you throw the lure, and as soon as you start casting it after, like I said, a second or two. If you guys never used this lure before and always wanted to try to get into top water fishing, definitely give it a shot. It's a lot of fun. See, just like that. And you'll have to kind of switch up the cadences, the speed of reeling the lure back to you. A lot of times what you'd want to do is kind of give it a pop like that, let it sit, and then reel. You kind of let it stop, pop it. So kind of just like you would work a popper, just like that. That plopping action right there is what drives these fish crazy. They just can't stand it. Right now we have perfect conditions. We're actually going to be getting some rain here soon. But we got a lot of overcast skies. All right, so we switched it up here. Switch it up to the 90. So as you can see, the body's a little bit different. This is more of a subtle plopper. So let's try this. I actually fished this area. Kind of went down over in that hole over there. Nothing, not a single bite. Kind of surprising, but let's try this one. So this one's much more subtle. Buzzing the sound of the plopper. So we're here at spot number 2. This spot is really, really good. It produces a lot of fish for me. But we got a lot of current coming through right here. We're gonna cast over there. There's a slacked area, which seems pretty deep. Let's try that before we get to the main hole. Not a single bite yet. I'm kind of in shock. Perfect conditions for this lure. Not sure what the problem is. I figured this is going to be an easy video to make. It's the thing with fishing. You know, you have a lure that works one day, you go back, try it the next day, and it doesn't work. Right, here's the big hole. There's one. All right. See that, guys? As soon as I hit the water, we're not going to horse them. I'll loosen the drag a little. That's when I seem to lose these fish on this lure, when you horse them. Like this fish right now is digging, digging, digging. Just trying to shake that hook. I don't know how big he is. He feels so good, but with these creek and river smallies, they just fight so hard. That was awesome though. I don't really have him hooked that well, I don't think. Great colors on him. Look at him, he's still going. Oh, he just spit it. He's right there. See what I mean? I know he didn't have him hooked that well, but it's a decent fish. Like I said, guys, I always lose a lot of fish with this lure. So I try to lessen the drag. But that fish, I knew he was barely hooked. I could tell. I think I had a little bump there in this cast, a little bass maybe. Let's throw it back over there. So I'm gonna throw it past where I think I got the bite. You don't really want to try to throw it right on top of the fish. So once that lure hits, it kind of scares them a lot of times. Yeah, there he is. All right. We got 2 jumps. Oh yeah, this is good fish, guys. This is a good fish. Stay on, baby. Who's pulling drag? On the Whopper Plopper. You know that's a good fish. More drag. Like I said, we are not going to horse him. I'm going to actually lose. Yeah. It's a good fish. I thought I got a bite the last cast, but it felt like it was a small little fish. Man. He does not want to come in. Oh, can't tell how he's hooked. Ah, darn, guys. That's twice. And that drag was super loose. Twice. Wasn't even horsing him, he just shook it. Man, that was a great fish. I mean, you could tell he was pulling drag and everything and just came undone. There's one. He's smaller. I should be able to pull him right in. Got one. Not very big, guys. See, dude, almost as big as the lure. There's one. Feels good. Oh yeah, it feels real good. It's a nice fish. All right, holy crap, guys. Oh my God, that's a nice fish. Look at that fish, guys. This is what we do with the Whopper Plopper. Beautiful smallie. He did not fight hard though. It's kind of crazy. I kind of hooked him in the mouth and he was hooked on top. Right here he was hooked also. Thank God he didn't fight like he should have, because I probably wouldn't have landed him. But man, look at that fish. All right, let's let him go. I got a girth on that fish, guys. There he goes. How about that fish? Not sure why he didn't really fight that much. But like I said, I'm glad he didn't, because if he would have fought like he can, probably would have lost him on this lure. But yeah, I think next time I use this lure, I'm gonna try to switch up to single hooks, see if that works better. But if you guys fish the Whopper Plopper and you have a problem with fish coming off, let me know in the comments below. Yeah, let's get it back over there. Well, I got that big fish. It wasn't even that deep. Lots of rocks though. That's where they like to hang out, ambush their prey here. Man, you think there's any more over there? There's one. Yeah, let it sit. Let it sit there for a second or two, and he nailed it. All right. I wasn't sure if I was gonna have to put this lure away. The sun's coming out right now, which isn't good for this lure. Came off again, guys. Unbelievable. That's 3 fish I lost. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. I just cannot fish this lure. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I normally fish this on my bait caster. I'm like, I'll try it up with my spinning rod and see if that makes any difference. But these fish are basically hooking themselves, so it's not even the hook set really. They're hooked. It's like they come off once they're right near me, and I don't know. Alrighty guys, so just heading over to another spot. It's getting later in the day. We're gonna try to stick with the plopper. We'll cast it around over there. It's pretty deep, but it's, like I said, it's getting later in the day and it's getting hot. Sun's out. All conditions you don't want when you're throwing top water, but we'll see if we get on a few more. All right guys, so I'm gonna take a little break here. So I'm actually videoing with my phone right now. Both my cameras are overheating. And I mean, it's not crazy hot. It's probably about 80 degrees. But I'm gonna make a little meal here. Picked up a new product made by Jetboil. This is the Jetboil Trail Cook 1.2 liter. On my channel many times I've used the Jetboil Flash. That's more of a cup version. This is more of a pop version. Coming this fall, I wanna start doing some backpacking adventures where, you know, I'll still be out creek fishing. And some of these adventures, like I said, I want to get out and do some backpacking, hiking to these different locations, and just pitching a tent and just enjoying the great outdoors. But I figured this would work out perfectly for those types of adventures because I could actually cook on this instead of just boiling water on the traditional jet boils. The first meal I'm gonna make with this, I'm gonna make some eggs, potatoes, and cheese. I'm just gonna kind of mix it all together, and it should taste pretty good. But let's get into cooking. So you get this little bowl on the bottom if you want to use. That just pops right off. And I got these little canisters. These are 110 grams. But anyways, I got these little ones for these backpacking adventures here. And then inside, which I love this one because this one has a handle. A nice lid here. If you have to drain any water, if you're making like some type of pasta or something, you can easily drain it. It comes with this little bag. And this is the burner right here. What I really like with this one is you could, when you start it up, you could actually go all the way up to where it's a small simmer. So if you're making some type of sauce, you can put it on the simmer mode and you won't have to worry about it burning. Comes with this little base, and it does hold a smaller gas cylinder, which is nice. Just like that. And to start, all you do, there's strikers right there. That easy, guys. What's nice with this jet is this pot just kind of sticks right on there. So you don't really have to worry about it falling off. Let me stick all these potatoes right in there. Yeah, see that nice and slow simmer. It's doing perfectly. Just gonna throw a few eggs in there. Got 2 eggs. Then we have some triple cheddar cheese here. Let's throw some of this in here. Melt that while it's cooking. Love me some cheese. Oops, not that much. Check that out. Guys, look at that. None of it sticks. There it is right there. Cheesy. Really cheesy. That is good though. Try some more. Probably the only thing that would make this better right here is some sausage. Came over here on this other side of the creek. I'm gonna stick with the Whopper Plopper, but it is getting very sunny. It's getting later in the day. Creek is super shallow over here. Normally it's really deep. Hey, let's give it a shot. There's one. It's usually when they come off, when they jump like that. Oh, he hooked himself in the back after he jumped. He ain't coming off. It's a nice fish. Yeah, all right, guys. Yeah, that's a nice fish, guys. Like I said, once I hooked him in the mouth, I hooked him in the back. He wasn't going anywhere after that. All right, let's let him go. It's a beautiful fish. All right, we switched it up to the 0Z2. Same lure in my last video. We're just heading back here. Let's try this. Hopefully the GoPro's working. Alrighty guys, so I'm at another, whoa, holy crap, I just sunk in the mud about a foot there. But I'm at another bridge. I'm gonna try this color. It's It's called Morning Glory. It's a little bright than I normally would throw, especially in clear water, but that's all I got left. I was fishing with my buddy the other day here and caught a few good ones, and let's give it a shot. Oh my God, look at the size of that. Oh, I got a fish. I was just looking at that spider. Thing is huge. If he stays there, we'll get a shot of him, but oh my God. Finally, guys, we're on a fish. And a bright color. Come here, you. That's a nice little fish, guys. Healthy smallmouth bass here. So that's gonna do it, guys. Having terrible issues with my cameras right now. Caught 2 more fish, but both clips were frozen. But I had a decent day down here. We started the video off with the Whopper Plopper. We were able to get on a few fish, missed a few. A couple of them came off at the end there. But all in all, it was a great day down here. Had a great time. Just want to thank you guys for watching these videos. I really do appreciate it. But if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and maybe think about subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you, and have a great day.